Welcome back to JB Reviews. I have the Denali and the Denali Ultimate on my left. I've been wanting to do this video for a while, but I haven't had a chance to have both of these trucks side by side. They're both 3,500, so we're gonna go through and we're gonna see, is that Ultimate worth the premium? And also we're gonna compare the payload capacity, because these trucks are pretty much apples to apples. And we're gonna see, do you lose, well, we're gonna see how much you lose of payload, because yes, you're gonna lose a little bit of payload going with the Ultimate. Special shout out to Jerry Seiner, Buick GMC. Unfortunately, these two trucks are sold, but if you do call the dealership, sometimes they do become available. Let's take a look at the window stickers. This is for the regular Denali. Base price is right here. Be sure to pause it for the options, and then this is the total price at $90,595. The Denali Ultimate has a starting price of $96,300, and here are some of the options that came on this build. Total price is $100,283. The Denali is basically $20,900 cheaper than the Ultimate. And when you consider the front end of this truck, premium lighting comes standard across the board for all the trim levels, so you don't upgrade that to go to the Ultimate. You also have the forward-facing camera, which gives you the 360 camera view on this truck. That comes standard as well. Now, this truck was available and it's optional on this one to have the adaptive cruise control, and I believe that it is built into the windshield there, because I don't see that they have a sensor on the front of this truck. But you do have a lot more chrome on the front end of the Denali, especially down below. You can see that they have that bright chrome with the recovery hooks there, a little bit of chrome right here, and red GMC logo. Even on like the hood scoop, you have a bright chrome trim piece there. And yeah, it's just more of like a cowboy truck. I think of cowboys wanting a lot of chrome, I guess. I don't know why, but that's what comes to mind. Now, on this side of the house, listen, I love the Vader Chrome. I don't like the Vader Chrome on white trucks. I don't know why, it just doesn't look as nice on white. But you can even see on the GMC logo, they give you more of that Vader Chrome accent. There is some bright chrome trim pieces around the front end of this pickup. Recovery hooks are also, but a lot of places that you see that bright chrome on the GMC Denali, they actually replace it with the Vader, like right here, this trim piece down below, and it definitely gives it a more upscale appearance compared to the Denali. Now, let's go ahead and pop the hoods, because I want to discuss the powertrains on these trucks. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you guys know this is the biggest price difference between these pickups was the powertrain. So this Duramax under the hood of this Denali is an option. So it does come standard with the 6.6 liter L8T gas V8. It's going to have 401 horsepower, 464 pound-feet of torque for 2024. They made it to the 10-speed Allison, stamp approved Allison, for those who just have to hear me say that. And in the Denali Ultimate, the Duramax is standard, so that's the biggest price difference on these trucks. There's still $10,000 of a difference, and I'm pretty sure most people wouldn't pay $10,000 more for that Vader Chrome. So let's keep going and we'll see if we can find some more differences, which we will. Last thing to mention on the front end, both trucks do have the animations for the headlights. Here's the badging for the Denali, and then the Ultimate has more of a upscale badge. Not a big deal. These wheels are still kind of controversial on both sides, but you have more of a blackout for the spokes in the center there compared to the Denali. The Denali has more of like a chrome cladding that you can see there, and fender flares are going to be the same. You do have an option to get these painted. Now, not every color is available for the paint, but yes, you can have these color matched to the truck. I know white, I believe black, and there might be another color that I'm missing. There's no differences on the mirrors. And you can see that they both have that bright chrome treatment. Also, around the windows, you have chrome on both sides. Door handles, also chrome. Now, I would have thought for the $10,000 premium, they would have given the Ultimates smart key for both doors. They took that away for 2024, So you can't even get that even on the highest trim level. Now, as far as the running boards go, I show online that you cannot get the power deployable running boards with the Denali. However, you can get power deployable running boards with the AT4, so that doesn't make sense. On this side, you do have that availability. It also has a light strip that runs, you know, side to side that illuminates at night, looks really good. Steps are all the same. Suspension's going to be the same, front and rear. Same capacity for the fuel tank, 36 gallon, 7 gallon for the DEF tank. Now this one does have these optional mud flaps, which I think I would skip. Here's a better look at them on the front. They kind of have a weird appearance, in my opinion, and they kind of already give you mud flaps, so I don't know why I would pay for them twice. Out back, tail lights are the same, full LED on both sides. Parking sensors, class 5 receiving hitches, they both have the availability to have the camera inputs that you see right here. And they both come standard with the multi-pro tailgate. However, the Ultimate has the kicker sound system that's built into the tailgate standard. And is it just me, or did they restyle those speaker grills for that kicker sound system? It looks like they did. Now, this fifth wheel prep package is an option for both trucks. They do stamp Denali on the front. You do have the camera views for the bed. Kicker sound system is available for the Denali, but it's not standard. Fifth wheel prep package is an option, and you guys can see they do stamp that Denali. Now that camera up there, there's one for the bed and there's one for the rearview mirror. That rearview mirror is actually an option for this truck, and I'll show you what that is in a second. But let's go ahead and jump inside the interiors. I'm going to go back and forth a lot here, so I hope I don't make you dizzy. I figured it'd be worth mentioning, painted bumpers come standard on both pickups. Here's the door design for the Denali. You do have 2 available interior colors for this truck, so just keep that in mind. But check out the gray piping, stitching right there, great design up top. Soft touch pretty much everywhere on the door. This wood transition from like that brown to that burnt look right there. Seat memories, here's some of the controls. All this is going to pretty much be the same for both trucks, by the way. Speaker grill has a nice appearance. They do provide like a leather treatment for the door right here, which you don't normally see. Even down here, this is all finished, and it's like a wrinkled look too, which looks pretty cool. Let's go ahead and check out the Ultimate. The Ultimate does have an Alpine Umber interior. Now, unfortunately, you can only get this interior color for this truck. But as you guys saw, this one does have a different design for the leather, for the door. And I love like this light tan piping, stitching, more of that great design right there. It's just really nice. This wood trim piece is like porous, so you can feel that. And as I mentioned, same design there. That Denali had 12-way front seats. The Ultimate has a 16-way seat, and it has a massage function for the top of the seat. You can change the bolstering and the shoulder support on this setup here. Really nice attention to detail, perforated leather. Here's some of the badging on the seats too. Now these headrests are not powered, by the way, too. The Denali seats are pretty nice. They still have perforated leather. Great design for the stitching. And as I mentioned, 12-way seat. Now the grab handle, you guys can pretty much see, is finished in a plastic, and the roof has like a gray color, so it doesn't match the rest of the interior. The only thing it really matches is the stitching around the interior. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the Ultimate. So here's the grab handle. It's wrapped in leather and stitched right there. And I'm not sure if you guys can tell from that side, but right here, the roof for this truck is suede. And they wrap the A pillars and the B pillars in that suede as well. These seats are definitely a little bit softer in comparison. And when you look around the interiors, like right here, this trim piece is going to be slightly different from the Denali. I'll show it to you really quickly. And the dash on this truck, you guys can see, has some more of that stitching and piping right there. You have a speaker right there and right here. Heads-up display comes standard on this truck. Also, let's go ahead and put the truck in accessory mode so you guys can see this really quickly. So I mentioned that you do have this on the Denali, which is an option. Same stitch design on both sides, but heads-up display, this camera mirror is an option, and you're missing a speaker right there. So they do give you the speaker here up front, but like I said, that Denali Ultimate has a 12 versus a 9 speaker Bose sound system. Now the screens in these trucks are exactly the same. Even like some of the trim pieces are going to be the same too. Let's go ahead and take a look at it for the Ultimate. Same design. You're going to have the wireless charger right there, some of your plugs, and you have more right here. And both of these trucks have the premium interior, so it's slightly different from the Chevys. And as I said, same screen layout. Also, heated and ventilated seats on both sides. And check out the trim piece for the Ultimate. And also down below, some of that stitching. And you guys can see that it has that transition on the wood, so it has that burnt piece right there. And more of that stitching, leather, soft touch. So both sides do have nice interiors, but the biggest selling point is the Bose sound system is 12 speaker for the Ultimate versus the 9 on this one. You have 12-way seats versus 16-way, and the 16-ways have the massagers. And you have real leather seats for the Denali Ultimate. Now, that's going to be front and rear. And notice how the seat design is slightly different too. So you guys can pretty much see the seats are going to be totally different in how they set everything up. You also have this leather wrapped with that extra speaker right there. Okay. On this side, the seats are totally different, right? And grab handles are not wrapped in leather. There's no speaker. This is all hard plastic. So you really have to ask yourself, are the differences worth the premium? Because for some people, I would say yes. They both are going to have a lot of the same features for the most part, like outboard heated seats, USBs out back. But where the Ultimate wins, I think, is just the overall seat comfort that you can get on the front end of this truck. And this one does have the optional storage here, which I personally would not get. But yeah, like I said, heated outboard seats. I think they should have added ventilated seats for the rear, just to give it that extra edge. But as I mentioned too, this is all wrapped in leather. So yeah, this is definitely a premium interior. I love the overall appearance. Now, there is a Obsidian Rush interior that you can get on the AT4X, which is basically the same as this. I wish that they would offer that color for this truck, because I think a lot more people would prefer the Ultimate versus the regular Denali. Let's go ahead and take a look at the payloads, and that will pretty much end the video. All of these numbers are going to stay the same, so these are the gross axle weight ratings up front and rear. 12,100 pound GVWR. The Denali has a 20 by 8.5 wheel. And then here's the payload, 3,706 pounds. Here's the Ultimate. As I mentioned, same numbers, but the payload is 3,621 pounds. So it's going to have a difference of 85 pounds. So that's basically like a small child, or well, not a small child, an older kid, 85 pounds. That's worth it for me. I think I would lose 85 pounds of payload to get this truck. Like, this is definitely my kind of flavor. I love the two-tone leather. I prefer lighter leather anyways versus black leather, and this just looks super nice. But I hope you guys liked the video. As I said, $10,000 is a lot of money. I don't really see the benefits. Like, you don't get the power deployable running boards. I do like the Vader Chrome. You have a lot nicer interior. But the question is that all really worth $10,000? Because I have the kicker sound system built into my tailgate. I've yet to even play with it yet. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Which one would you choose? See you guys in the next video.